Greetings, children of the screen. Welcome to another edition of What You Mean You Ain't Seen. Your friendly neighborhood nerd scum here, and I'm joined by...
Bree.
Logan.
What you mean you... No. Of course you haven't seen Highlander 2. This movie's fucking awful. Highlander 2 The Quickening, released in 1991, rated R. This version of the film, the special edition, comes in at 1 hour and 49 minutes. It's directed by Russell McKahey, starring Christopher Lambert, Sean Connery, Virginia Madsen, Michael Ironside, Alan Rich, and John C. McGinley.
Highlander 2 The Quickening.
So, Highlander 2 The Quickening. The plot for this movie is... I'm gonna call it tangential, at best. So, in the future, the ozone layer is really fucked up, and the Highlander, using his powers from the first movie that he gets, where he can read all men's minds and all that shit, he gathers the best scientists to build a shield. By the way, none of this is explained very well in the movie. And they build a shield to protect the Earth, and then a corporation owns the shield, and then, we find out the Highlanders from the past, which we already knew, but I'm talking about, deep, ancient past, where there were, highly evolved civilizations who have time travel and guns, and, he's either from the past or another planet, depending on the cut you watch. He gets sent to Earth as a punishment, where he has to fight to the last, and then Michael Ironside, who plays the villain of the piece, is like, oh, he's about to die, that's not good enough. Go kill him, flying Tengu warrior goggle steampunk men.
Or recruit him.
Yeah, and they fail, and McLeod becomes immortal again, and he has sex in the street with, Virginia Madsen, for no fucking reason, and then, the rest of the movie, they're trying to shut down the shield because they find out that above the shield, the ozone layer is fixed on its own, and that's the plot of this movie?
You keep saying plot.
Guys, briefly, thoughts on Highlander 2?
I don't know what the fuck I just watched.
Fair.
There's no... Yeah, no, you keep saying plot. What plot?
This is almost a movie. This is like a cool cyberpunk action sequence montage. Here's the thing, honestly, actually, no. This is almost a movie. The theatrical cut of this movie, or the Renegade cut that I saw as a kid, that is an extended montage. Okay? This, y'all saw the good version of Highlander 2. You're fucking welcome.
Wow.
Highlander 2 The Quickening.
What was your favorite thing out of Highlander 2 The Quickening, the special edition?
Well, out of the two good things in this movie... No, there's a scene where Sean Connery goes into a shop and he gets his suit tailored.
May I help you, sir?
I would like a suit of clothes.
And why not, indeed? We are the oldest gentleman's tailor in Scotland.
Well then, I've come to the right place, since I am without a doubt the oldest gentleman in Scotland.
Well, you say so, sir.
Yes.
It's the best.
So random.
It's the best part of the whole
random.
movie. But oh man, it was great.
But at the same time, yeah, that's a great sequence, and I would also argue that, Sean Connery in general is one of the few watchable things in this movie, which is surprising, because his character serves no function in the movie whatsoever.
No, he's here so Highlander can see him.
Yeah.
It's bullshit, because he's there almost as quick as he's gone.
Yeah, and
bullshit.
It's not ever really explained, except them being oh, it's a kind of magic, and on the other planet, I don't know why I sound like the Lucky Charms guy right there, but
Life energy.
back on the planet, he gets chosen, and they fucking homoerotically mind meld.
Oh my
and
god,
shit.
that's probably the best part. That's just the Sean Connery. It's man, you can make so many gay jokes in this freaking movie.
Oh god,
it's
yeah.
unreal.
I ship it hard.
Oh yeah.
So hard. And I don't ship things, but this I do. Sean Connery, actually, yeah, that is the best thing in this movie, is the subtextual love story between two men who can't come to terms with it, so they deal with it by one of them banging random bitches throughout all of time, and the other one continuously dying for his one true love. And as for you, sir?
I'll just narrow it down to like scene.
Uh-huh.
But like with Michael Ironside, and I can't remember his name, plays Scummy Businessman. He's like that little altercation
God
at the
damn,
meeting
yeah.
is amazing.
It really is.
Because he's just like, what's up? And he's just
Yeah.
like,
Need a
nothing.
partner?
Yeah, he's like, nothing. Partner?
Yeah, it's so great.
It's like, oh my god, like you always play such a scummy businessman, and you sound
Yeah,
like such a
he's-
like frightened little rabbit. Now.
He's so smarmy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so
That's a good
Yeah.
word.
beautifully, brilliantly smarmy, and I just
Yeah.
absolutely love it. And I would even say that, like, that's a good indicator, actually, of one of the other things done right on this movie, is that, like, the cast is actually pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, if this movie was written halfway competently or put together halfway competently, the cast is charming and charismatic enough that we could have gone along this ride for them, even with all the shit not being explained, just if it were competent.
Yeah.
And McGintley is a perfect example of that, because every scene he has is entertaining and fun. There's never a moment he's on screen where I'm like, this is the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, yeah, so that's absolutely valid. Like, he in that scene, as well as, like, the rest of the supporting cast are pretty awesome. And while we're on it, I will mention that, like, despite the fact that Michael Ironside's villain has no clear motivation, like, he has... I don't understand his character at all.
Yeah.
He's delightfully over the top in this movie. Like,
Both of them, right?
yeah.
I mean, like,
but, like, Ironside specifically, as the villain of this movie, he's pointless in the scheme of the movie. Like, it could have just been the Highlander versus the Corporation, except we need another immortal for him to fight to make it a Highlander movie.
Right.
So, like, they clearly didn't give a shit about that character, and once they dropped all the Zeist, that's the name of the planet they were from, once they dropped all that shit, it's like, what's even the point? But, like, in scenes like that, and a few other, like, key select moments of the movie,
train.
the train, which again is a stupid fucking sequence, but Michael Ironside is just playing it so fucking hard that, like, it's kind of enjoyable just to see how much fun that character is having in the moment, until you're like, oh yeah, you're pointless in this movie, like 90% of the movie.
damn it.
And as for me, my favorite thing in this movie, which is really bizarre because it's so much of what the movie is, but the cinematography and production design on this movie are extremely impressive. And again, the movie's edited horribly, so it doesn't really, and some of the special effects are really lacking because basically they went over budget in this movie, and the Bond company, who like basically insures the film, shut them down and then took control of the movie away from them.
Shit.
And then shipped off all the effects to a cheaper studio to finish it. So that's why a lot of the effects didn't work, and in this they're fixing them the best they can.
Yeah.
But there are some... First off, it's shot in CinemaScope, which isn't necessary, but it does give you, like, in the shots where we have, like, vast landscapes and stuff and cityscapes, like, those shots really work in terms of the camera movement and the lighting. And now that they have the shield actually being blue, like, the color schemes in the movie most of the time really, really work. And they really highlight, like, the kind of darker, like, mood that the movie's going for. It works really, really well. And again, like, there's some really beautiful panning shots, like even just the opening shot in the opera where like, and then we start cutting back and forth like from the Zeist shit to like modern day, like that stuff is all beautifully shot. We don't give a fuck about it, but it's beautifully shot.
Yeah, it looks
chopped to
great.
bits,
Yeah,
like-
and I really like the idea of them starting the movie with that shot that is basically the same shot as the opening of the last movie, but before we found, Connor about to go into, like, the final battle, so, like, we're really focusing on him as a warrior, so we're at a wrestling meet, and in this one we're really focusing in more on his forgotten past, so we're seeing a play that kind of is reminiscent of that, so, like, it's an interesting, like, attempt to like harken back to the visual style of the first movie, even though we're in a different aspect ratio and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Beyond that, like I would say that some of the wardrobing definitely falls a little bit short in the movie, but in terms of the set design and like some of the effects on the like matte paintings don't look great, but the world they're trying to create is interesting and beautiful and like dark and gritty. It's kind of like Blade Runner meets Tim Burton's Batman or some shit like that, you know? Yeah. And in that respect, I think that all those elements on their own, like separated from the final product of the movie, all those things are really fantastic, and they do create like an engaging visual experience that unfortunately the post-production of the movie kind of stole all of the, I hate to say majesty, but like stole all of the effect that it should have had on us as viewers.
Yeah.
Because they were trying to make a very different Highlander movie, and for good or ill, they did. But all that stuff they've tried to put in it to make it a different experience, if it had been handled in the post-production properly, I think all that stuff would look amazing and creates a really interesting world.
Yeah.
So yeah, those things are legitimately good, just not good enough to overshadow the steaming pile of bullshittery that is Highlander2 The Quickening. But you know, what the fuck ever. I guess they tried their best. Sean?
Your best. Losers always whine about their best. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
Alright guys, you know what time it is. What's usually the hardest part of these episodes, and I get the feeling that in this one it's not going to be. What did you fucking hate out of Highlander 2 The fucking Quickening?
Okay, I hated the ending scene. The fight.
Oh, the
Very
fight?
underwhelming.
Yeah, that's fair.
Very underwhelming. Like, they're fighting and then he's dead and it's over.
Yeah,
That's it.
although all the fights in this movie are pretty underwhelming.
Yes.
Okay, but I feel like that one was like...
Well, obviously, it's supposed to be the big climactic fight, and the fight at the end of the first movie is, like, so dope.
Yeah.
And, like,
got
so
spoiled.
well done.
The fucking carport one was cool too. Like, I like
Yeah.
that fight too. They
No,
were
yeah.
just-
All the fights in the first movie were really solid,
Yeah.
and in this one, they really fall short. Even, like, the concept of the first fight with the two guys on the flying boards
God,
and shit.
Yeah.
Like-
that's gotta be like in my least favorite right there.
Well, it's one of the
Shout outs, because goddamn.
it's one of the coolest
Yeah.
concepts and
Yeah.
ideas,
Yeah.
but like, and even some of the shots work fine, and I feel that like a Blu-ray DVD transfer does not help, like in terms of seeing wires
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and stuff like
Well,
that.
I was fine with it until like the loop scene.
Yeah, the loop
Like,
scene, like
that's
that one's a little
one
rough.
of my least favorite parts of the whole movie. Just
Yeah.
because it's like
You don't really.
well, they don't really set up where in this like area that they're fighting that they are.
Yeah.
So you just see them doing the same shit, and you're like,
Yes, but nowadays when we look at it, we see the wires and we laugh at how silly it is. But the wire work they're actually doing in that scene is fucking innovative for the time.
I was gonna say, yeah,
like,
it's like cool. Like,
yeah,
it's
like
dope.
no American or British movie had done wire work like that in a movie before. So it's impressive, but it feels like that's the only fight that they put any effort into
Yeah.
making it cool. Like
For
our
sure.
other big fights in the movie are like the one where they're in the elevator or like the elevator shaft, and like that's like 3 minutes, and it's such close quarters that you never really get anything cool.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we get
then
the
it's just them chopping up stuff. Like,
Yeah.
they keep chopping the same like thin metal railings.
Yeah.
when they miss each other.
Right,
and
exactly.
stuff.
And then we get the punch fight on top of the vehicle, which is actually a scene that when they went back and did the Renegade shot, they shot they shot that footage then, which is why all of a sudden it looks like a completely different sequence than everything else in the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
And like also you can tell when they're on a set, and you can tell when they're out there, and like oh my god, it's so fucking
Yeah.
bad.
And it is chopped to ribbons.
Yeah.
it
It's
is.
like whoever cut it and tried to put it together, like they probably had very limited to work with. Like
Yeah.
they're like, we just gotta make this look as
Right.
together as it can.
Yes.
But they
like,
left the movie on the cutting room floor.
and but you're right, like the whole movie, that first one has some potential but falls short, and then after that it's just a series of monotonous, like boring TV quality sword fights from the 90s, and not the Highlander show TV quality sword fights. Those were actually more impressive than this. But then we get to our final big bad guy, and like even for the final blow of the fight, it's just Michael Ironsides on his knee, and Connor just stands there looking at him for like 5-10 seconds, and then finally just cuts his head off. Like, and then he goes, "There can be only one." Like, thank fucking God this movie's over. Like, as he's saying that, he's like, "I thought there was only going to be one of these, so yeah, there can be only one." That's bullshit.
Right.
There can be only one.
You're absolutely right. Like, that fight, while it's not the worst fight in the movie, I would say, it's probably the most disappointing because of what it should be and what the first movie delivered in that climactic fight.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that shit.
Man, I find the movie somewhat charming, like, in places. It's got its moments, and I appreciate it. But yeah, some of the contextual stuff, like, where it's just, like Sean Connery, just there and then gone. And same with the chick. Like, the chick just shows up, right? She got the message, right?
Yeah.
Random. They fuck in the street. Weird. She comes back to his place, sees all this stuff. Okay, but that's it. Like, we don't really get anything else from her other than, like, at the end when Sean's like, it takes the two of you or whatever.
Yeah.
Why? Where does she come from?
Well, in this plot, they don't even pay that off. The idea of, or in this version of the movie, they don't even pay off the idea that it's going to take the two of them or something like that. No.
We have two characters that I feel like could do a lot more, and they both are absolutely three. Really, they're all three worthless. Like, Ironsides, Madison, and Sean Connery.
They all serve, except for Sean Connery, who literally serves no function in the movie. The girl is the introduction of the idea that the shield isn't necessary. Mm-hmm. That's her function in the movie. She actually sets the plot into motion.
Scientist was that? Like, he's the one who tells...
No, she's the one who gets the initial information and goes to McLeod. Then McLeod goes to find his friend because his friend might have... he still works in the company and he might be able to tell him what's going on.
Okay.
No, like, she's a plot device just to start the movie off. And then from that point on, they're like, well, we need a love interest too, so she can do that too. But other than that, she has no real... And she's a character who McLeod can explain things to. So that we can get, like...
Right.
Like, what happened to your ex-wife? Oh, well, let me tell you that story.
Something like that.
Okay, now let me just see if I can get this straight. You're mortal there, but you're immortal here until you kill all the guys from there who have come here, and then you're mortal here. Unless you go back there, or some more guys from there come here, in which case you become immortal here. Again.
Something like that.
But no, like, that's her only function in the movie.
Yeah.
And then motherfucking, like, the bad guy of the movie, his only function is to make McLeod an immortal again.
Yeah.
And, like, to have an immortal to fight. But beyond that, he serves no real function in the overall story. Yeah. Like, all those characters are completely superfluous.
Yeah.
Like,
he doesn't tie into
that's
it.
my least favorite.
Yeah.
I feel like there's just no stakes with some of the characters I liked.
Yeah. So. And it's just a whole convoluted, like, overly circuitous, like, menagerie of bullshit.
Yeah.
Highlander2 The Quickening.
Alright, and as for me, my least favorite thing in this... And no, you know what? I can't pick just one least favorite thing in this overflowing cornucopia of bullshittery. So, I'm just going to name a few small things. Number one, within the fight scenes, and even other places, the fucking sped up footage. What the fuck? Yeah. There are just times...
Unnecessary.
Yeah, and they don't even use it in a stylized way. It's literally like they thought we were too stupid to notice that for like, oh, these 5 seconds, they used to be 10 seconds, but we're going to ramp up the speed so it happens just a little bit faster. Yeah. And it's just like, no, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And they do it in almost every fight. They do it at least once or twice. But probably the worst is like in that first fight when McLeod gets hit by the taxi and then runs away from it and like tries to jump up on the fire escape. Where like from the moment he turns around from the taxi, like you visibly see the taxi speed up, which isn't that big a deal. But then whenever he runs, because of the way he's running, he looks like a fucking Muppet. He's just like, Highlander, there could be only one. It's fucking awful. And on the fucking fight on like both the elevator, the car is really bad too because they use it the most.
When he tries, every time he gets up, they like speed up his
Yeah.
And it looks so unnatural.
It really does.
And again, if it was more stylized and there was like a reason for it, maybe I would understand it. But no, I fucking hate that. I also really, really dislike the amount of non-essential, not just the main cast, but like the non-essential characters in this movie feel so out of place. Like the woman in the bar who attacks him. Yeah. It's like, where does she fit into this world that you've shown us? Like, I don't get it. Yeah. And even worse is like all of the like Judge Dredd wannabe soldier cop guys who clearly just have silver jock straps instead of cod pieces, and like their helmets are just like helmets with just random shit glued to it where it's like, yeah, that looks sci-fi, fuck it, you know? Like all that stuff, like for all the production design that went into it and all that kind of stuff that I think works so good, like the wardrobing and just in general the secondary characters, like beyond the supporting cast, like they don't paint a picture of a concise world.
Yeah.
So that really bothers me.
Yeah. Very inconsistent. It's like some of them gave too much of a fuck about some things, and none of them gave no fucks about it.
Oh god, yeah. And then the final thing, which again, we already kind of covered this, but the way Sean Connery goes out in this movie. Like, it's not even just a bad death. It's not like Star Trek Generations where they kill Captain Kirk by falling down. It's more complicated than that, but that's a different video. But no, just like, it's just weak sauce. Like, the scene sucks. It's like, it's the worst, like, Looney Tunes trap ever. Like, what's the function of that fan? Is it only there to be a trap? I don't understand what that room does. Is it only a trap room? Why did you spend millions of dollars on only a trap room in case like the fucking Highlander tried to show up? And beyond that, the fan that they have is moving so slow, they could just grab onto it and jump on top of it and like climb up the...
It's also fucking weird looking.
Yeah.
It's one of those few places where the production design, I'm just like, what the fuck are you even doing right now, guys? Like, and then beyond that, Sean Connery gives this nonsensical fucking speech about life force and summoning it up in one time and one moment, and then like, you know, he fucking like penis touches, you know, just touches the thing and like holds it in place long enough for them to go, and then like he explodes into light.
And search out Katana. It'll take the power of you both to destroy the shield.
Will I ever see you again?
Who knows, Highlander? Who knows?
Really? Like, you just showed up because the fucking Highlander wished for you to?
Called his name.
Yeah, and now, like, you just went out and like a lame... It adds nothing to the movie. It does nothing.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't actually even help them because the effect and the scene is so poorly put together. You're just like, no, there's 1,000 ways out of this.
I was gonna say, it doesn't even feel like a threat.
No,
like,
yeah.
it really doesn't. Like, he didn't need to die for that. Like,
No, yeah. Clearly people don't give a shit as much, but basically it's the death of Superman in Batman vs. Superman. It's a convoluted scene that didn't need to be there, that is only there to exit this character from the story, to hopefully insert some kind of weird artificial fucking emotion into it, and then give him a line of dialogue that'll further the plot. Like,
Right, yeah.
but it doesn't matter. It doesn't make sense. It's fucking bullshit on top of bullshit. It is like the scene where I'm like, this scene best exemplifies this movie and all the problems with it. Like, you watch the scene and nothing about it works on any fucking level.
Yeah.
And that is Highlander2 The Quickening. Like, it is that scene. Fuck that scene. Alright, guys. Would you recommend Highlander 2 The Quickening?
2 thumbs down.
Those aren't thumbs, but
Thumbs
yeah.
enough.
Damn.
No, I wouldn't. I don't think I would.
Yeah. I like the movie.
Search the scene where Sean Connery switches suits. There you go. Good. Perfect.
And of course, I own this movie, and I've watched it multiple times, and I would recommend this movie as, like, exactly what it is. Like, it's not a movie that... It's a movie that's so bad it's almost good. A lot of the actors in the movie are charismatic, so you will find yourself at moments having fun for, like, a minute or two, and then you're back into the bullshit. But mostly, I just recommend this movie because I want someone to tell me what the fuck is happening. Watch this movie, and if it makes sense to you, explain it to me. because I've watched the commentaries, I've listened to interviews. I don't know why or what the fuck this movie is.
Highlander 2 The Quickening.
Right on, children of the screen. Thank you very much for sticking with us through another edition of What You Mean You Ain't Seen, Highlander 2 The Quickening.
Good night, guys.
Later.
And if you guys like this video, then please give us a like and share it with some friends. Also, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit that little bell so you can get updates on all the dope content we'll have coming out in the future, which will focus on better material than Highlander 2 The Quickening. Furthermore, guys, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, I'll have the link for that in the description below. I hope you all have a good one, guys. Nerd Scum, out.
Farewell, dear shithead. Farewell.
Fuck, this movie sucks.
You told me there is 7 of
There are 7 of these, man. I'm pretty sure it's 7. Let me double check. Yeah, there's 7. There's 7 fucking Highlander movies. There are 7 fucking Highlander movies. And somehow they kept going after this.
Yeah.